Hello, welcome or welcome back to Liminal Oracle. Today's reading is going to be a collective reading regarding the upcoming new moon in Pisces. When I'm filming this, the new moon will be happening in about 7 hours or so. But if you find this reading around another new moon or that messages just so happen to fit when you find it, then they are for you. And again, if this reading does not resonate with you, then I hope that you find one that does. Listening to these readings does not mean that this is the end all be all for your reality. Just if it resonates, it resonates. All right. Interesting. We got the full moon in Pisces while we're about to be going into the new moon in Pisces. Balance spirituality and practicality. It's time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio. Bring love into the situation, new moon in Aquarius. And a new start is coming, new moon. So we've got two full moons here, two new moons here. All right. The new energies coming in feel fresh, here, eclectic, eccentric, new possibilities, new thought processes, new ideas, but also new avenues in order to pursue what you've been trying to create. Needing to ground a little bit more. The past energies that we're coming out of that may have caused you to do some self-reflection, or you may still be needing to do some self-reflection. It seems that there might be some themes that continue to come up because it's coming up for you to be able to recognize it, understand it, and clear it out. These are things that are trying to get cleared out in order to see situations differently. So I'm getting like an example of a pattern, a behavioral pattern or a thought pattern that may not be positive or reflecting reality. It may be based on previous hurts and experiences. And there's a call to find stillness in those moments. Check with your body, check with your mind, check with what is happening around you, and going through getting like a checklist in making sure that what you're thinking, feeling, seeing, hearing is actually matching up with what is happening in reality. Not making up stories for yourself or stories for what could be happening, but taking that load off of you of always looking for the um I heard errors, but looking for what is wrong, what's going wrong, and coming to this with a grounded perspective. And it seems that there's going to be some situations that you will be looking over in your past. And you'll be seeing them in a different light, like maybe recognizing how some of your patterns may have clouded judgment. But this feels like a journey of self discovery and being able to give yourself grace. The reason why you were reacting that way was very valid, that you had reasons for being on alert, you have reasons for questioning everything, but you're moving into a period where you've got to change that process because you are not experiencing the same threats anymore. You're going to be experiencing a lot of opportunities, good people, and if you were to meet them with this energy of constant suspicion or always being on edge, you may make it a little bit difficult to receive these opportunities. And this isn't saying that you can't. This is you on your, I just had someone very upset, leave many hurtful comments, and they're not in a good place. And if my messages are triggering for you, please do not accept them. You can click off and find some other messages somewhere else that resonate with you better. But on my channel, I will be delivering messages as I receive them. When I try to deliver messages, it is for the utmost growth, help, and to deliver love. And sometimes the truth can be a little bit hard sometimes. So It's up to you to recognize if it is your truth or not. And I will just be delivering the messages that I receive. Okay. So moving on from there, a new start is coming. I feel that you are creating boundaries with yourself and others, and you're basically coming out into the world and showcasing this new version of yourself. There's a lot of confidence here that you've had to overcome a lot of issues. And it seems that what I was speaking about here with releasing this negativity and looking back on your thought processes, getting more grounded, you've already been doing that. This is just a reminder that there may still be some loose ends that you're tying up. And as you're tying them up, you're going to start seeing things with a new lens, with this new love rather than the fear based um, thinking. So let's see what else we've got here for the collective message. And I may go ahead and do one or two more specific piles if you felt called to view them. All right, we got the High Priestess and the Prince of Autumn. Trusting your intuition, careful reflection before taking action, insights that come through meditation. Cautious but wise action, meticulous attention to detail, and kindness to others. So we're getting two messages of caution here. Take a beat and take some time before you act. Um, Make sure that you're assessing the situation accurately. Now, this may be assessing ties that are in your past that may no longer serve you, while also assessing the upcoming opportunities that are coming in. You really need to put your discernment that you've been learning into action here in this new chapter to keep you on the highest path that you're trying to go on. It seems that you're really trying to choose what's best for you. So you're being reminded that yes, you are moving out of this tougher cycle, but that doesn't mean that distractions won't pop up. This doesn't mean that lessons are entirely gone. They just may show up in different ways. But with you having these new skills that you're going to be able to recognize, like, this seems familiar. Let me take a minute, ground myself, come back to my body. Let me assess the situation, and we'll go from there. All right, collective new moon message for those where to see it. We've got the Two of Swords. All right. These are a lot of cards, but these will be the last ones. There's a message here of not seeing the true power that you yield. If there are situations that you've given your power away to others, you're being asked to reflect. I heard to take inventory. It seems like, for an example that's coming up is being in a toxic relationship and blaming that person for everything that they're doing to you, which is totally understand. But here you're being asked, are you able to walk away from that situation and protect yourself from here and create a whole new world and reality? It may not be done easily, but are you able to walk away from that situation and grow something new and create something new? And, just from my own personal experience in so many different scenarios that it's hard, this isn't easy. This is where you may find yourself upset thinking about the scenarios that you could have walked away from and didn't for a fear of not having stability or fear of rejection, fear of the unknown. But you're not alone in this, and the messages are coming out that can you can find the peace that you're looking for. You can go to that next chapter. You can start over, is what I'm getting. So again, if this resonates, this is for you. If it doesn't, then hopefully the next one is. So this truly is for people who are having a lot of self-reflection, looking at what they can and can't change, looking at how their upbringing may be affecting the way that they view the world. It's like someone not realizing that they've been the problem because they've been blaming everyone else. And again, I say this with love. I think we most self-aware people are able to have these kinds of experiences through various points of their life, right? Because you're able to see the patterns that you have. And then you're able to do something different with it. Okay, so if you want something maybe a little bit more personalized, I am going to do two quick little messages branching off of here. So we'll do group one and group two. All right, group one. What is group one's more specialized new moon message? Group one. What else? We got peacekeeper. Let go of the need to be right. Yeah, if you're like in some type of a situation, release the old and rest. This is letting go of certain fights maybe that you've been in where you are still trying to prove yourself, prove your worth, prove you're right. It's kind of a message of cut your losses and bring that energy back to yourself and see how you can heal yourself and grow from there. Because there's a lot of beautiful opportunities that are waiting for you on the side of whatever mess that you're still in. So yeah, you're being asked to start turning to yourself, to give yourself more grace, give yourself more, yeah, I'm hearing like forgiveness. We got mirror guardian, take time to reflect. Yeah. If you're kind of in like a big little mess, a big little mess, but yeah, I feel like these messages are kind of tying in with that collective. It's time for you to self reflect and see what can be done, what changes can be made. What can you really let go of in order to get slingshotted forward into this next chapter? Let's get some self-care cards. Group one. Group one. New Moon Collective message. We got a dream journal, grounding, and energy work. Here, are you sleeping? So, yeah, this is really strong on the general message here. You need to continue to ground, find peace within yourself. I feel like that's a really big theme here is finding peace within yourself, letting go of the tit for tat, letting go of having to come on top. It feels like releasing things for your own peace, for your own betterment. And this is really going to help you feel more healthy. If you might be getting some intense dreams, some messages in your dreams, you're being encouraged to take note, either literally or mentally take note and start taking stock on the themes, taking stock on actually trying to decipher it. Yes, you can look it up, but I'm getting the nudge that there's messages in these dreams that are for you to understand, that you have it in you already to be able to decipher what it means. So you may need to literally write it out, lay it out so you can see it from a higher perspective, or write it down and take a week and then look at it. And you may see more connections and information that you weren't really seeing previously. All right, group one, I hope that you enjoyed that message and I hope to see you next time. Bye. Now, let's get into group two. A message, more specific message for group two from this collective new moon reading. All right, what did I start with? Which deck did I start with before? Well, getting drawn to go to this fairy deck, group two. All right, group two. What is the individual message for group two? Okay. We got Nine of Autumn, Strength, and King of Summer. Reward yourself for all of your hard work. Being happily and successfully self-employed, cherishing your time alone. The grace and inner strength needed to overcome challenges, The power of kindness and forgiveness. Time to embrace how wonderful you are. A romantic partner you can trust. Excellent advice that comes from the heart. Getting involved in a cultural or creative endeavor. So it seems that this pile, you've really gone through a lot of the dark, hard, icky stuff. And you're getting through to this other side where you're starting to be able to show up as your new self. Um, like in the general reading, there's a lot of collaboration here. There's people that you can trust that are popping up here who are going to give you some good advice. You're not going to have to lean on and do things on your own as much as you're used to. A lot of people are going to want to help you. Now, I also feel that you're going to be coming into many forms of abundance that you're not used to. You're going to have an overabundance of what you're used to, and you may feel a little bit guarded on that. Getting a confirmation that that's all right. If you feel that way, you've earned everything that you're getting, and it's all right that you're a little bit protective over it. Just don't forget that this is a new chapter for you. So things are supposed to be and going to be flowing a bit easier. You're not going to be encountering the same villains that you encountered in your previous story. So don't be too hard. It's kind of like don't close up too much. Let other people in. It's more fun to enjoy your abundance with others than to just enjoy it alone. So it's kind of like you're able to get the best groceries that you could have gotten for years. Instead of just enjoying it yourself, maybe you want to throw a dinner party. It's kind of like little things like that, wanting to share the wealth that is coming in for you. What else do we have for group number two? Your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. And have faith in your dreams. Waxing crescent moon. Don't give up. Don't give up. Maybe there's a little detail that you're missing in order to unlock this abundance that you're looking for. The end of a tough cycle approaches, and that may come with this other person's advice. It's kind of like getting a reading from someone and you kind of want to be like, nah, I don't want to do that way. Like, that's a little bit too difficult. I'd like to go on a different path to get to what I want. And then you go down that path and eventually realize, oh, I probably should have done X, Y, and Z. I mean, I've experienced that personally, getting a reading and it wasn't what I wanted to hear, so I didn't follow the advice. I ended up going down a completely different path, learned different lessons, and still ended up in the same exact spot and ended up having to take that path that was suggested to me, which was really to better myself. It was to further my education. So, again, discernment, take what you will with the messages that you receive. All right. So, final cards for group number two, collective. New moon reading. Yes, you are protected and safe. Your hard work is leading to success. Oh, so many cards came out. And let's just get another final card. Just one more card. No, many cards want to come out. Yeah. Okay. Take time to rest. Take it easy. Keep dreaming. Want to get cozy and cuddle. So take this time to love on yourself. Take this time to rest. Continue dreaming. Your hard work is going to be recognized. The end of a tough cycle is approaching. There's learning opportunities here. Take it easy. If you did, go on a different path, it doesn't mean that what's for you isn't going to be there anymore. It just means you took a little detour to get there. So it's all right. Take a bath, rest up, and enjoy this new chapter because it's a lot of fresh energy, kind of clearing out a lot of the heaviness that you've been going through. So, this is really promising. I really hope that you enjoyed this message. I hope it resonated, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.